I think it's less about resolutions and more reality. We recently conducted a survey along with Kantar to really get a sense of where people are, especially given the rise of cases that we're seeing. And people are really prioritizing their health. So it's less about a momentary resolution and more about how do I get healthy, and weight loss and all the other elements of health is very important to that. It's not what my body looks like, it's how I feel and how I can make sure I'm living my healthiest life. And our new innovation, which we just launched, Personal Points, is actually so well timed because it is ultimately livable, gives people tools, gives them a program, our newest innovation and probably most revolutionary innovation in the company's history, and is really a trifecta of capabilities for people around personalization, around motivation, and around algorithms that are going to give them the tools to be able to achieve what they want their health goals to be.
I mean, I can certainly relate to that. I don't have any New Year's resolutions this year, but that doesn't mean I'm not watching my steps every day and trying to think about what I'm doing for, a more healthy way of living, just in general. But trying to convince people of this and convincing them to buy the programs is pretty tough. Your stock was down about 34% last year. It was over 30% decline. And part of that is because there are just questions about whether people are going to stick with this, whether they are going to be brought in, whether the digital way of doing it is going to be as profitable as the old way. What do you say to the folks that sold stock last year?
Yeah, there's no doubt that there were challenges over the past year. If you think about it, the team did an incredible job of pivoting our business once COVID happened to now 90% of our business is digital. And we've been able to grow our digital business. Our engagement and retention is at an all-time high. And with the launch of this innovation, we're seeing incredible excitement amongst our members and overall. And this message that we're trying to give to people of living the life you love and certainly losing the weight you want, but this idea of overall wellness is really resonating. And, a lot that we've done to resize our physical studio business, our move to virtual, our ability to engage with particularly this new innovation. What we've also been able to do is increase our retention. We have gross margins now over 60%, and that's been consistent. So we're positioned for growth in 2022 and beyond. And a lot of the work that we've done over the past year has really set ourselves up to be able to do that.
A lot of those programs are less expensive than the old programs where you used to have counselors and see people in person. You mentioned the 60% gross margins and north of 60% gross margins, which is great. But is revenue going to be able to recover and get back to higher levels, or does it matter if you're talking about gross margins that are better than before?
Look, everything matters. And our goal is to go into 2022 with positive growth across all elements of the business. But to your point, there's been a big shift, and that shift obviously is positive to margin, but we will continue to look for recruitment. We launched a new membership vertical last year, which is still in growth phase, D360, where we've been able to integrate this combination of content, community, and coaching, and that will continue to be a big part of our future. We will never give up the community aspect of who we are and what we do. It's integral to everything that this brand has stood for almost 60 years. And in today's environment, you can see it across every business vertical. Community is more important than ever, and it's a core component of who we are and what we do, whether it's in our digital business, our virtual studios, or where we're operating our physical studios.